Hello, welcome. A few years ago, I did a video about my handcuff collection and how handcuffs function and how they are used. And I got several requests to make a little update. Perhaps you have something new that you want to show. Yes, I do. And well, today I found the time to dress properly and make this video. So let's get started. Of course, to be perfectly in style and well dressed, I am also wearing handcuffs myself, this time a hinged model, and I'm also wearing a foot shape to make my outfit complete. I hope you like it, and I hope that I will be able to do everything that I want to do while wearing this. Let me begin with a little update. I told this last video, but just to update. Normally, if you have handcuffs, you can close them to the desired width, and they should stay like that. If there's an arm of somebody in it, and by accident you close it more and more, you are going to hurt and even to injure the person in question, and that is not the idea. That means that every decent brand of handcuff has a locking mechanism, and often that is done with, now you see the key, that is done with such a key with a little pin, and then you will find on the side, let me show if there you see it, here, and there this pin goes in, and then you lock it. Now it's firmly locked, you cannot close it anymore, and you can also not open it anymore. So it's perfectly safe. If you want to release your suspect, then you have first of all to take, you are using the key. You first of all have to turn it in one way to unblock the locking, and then you have to turn it the other way around to actually open the handcuff. That's pretty standard. Almost all handcuffs have something like this. But you see, the key is rather simple, and you could imagine that if you have something like a paper clip or anything like that, you could bend that a little bit and you could fiddle around in the lock and you might open it. Yes, that works. And for that reason, they invented something else. They invented the high security handcuff. Basically it's the same, but there is not a simple locking mechanism like in the other one. I have here actually let me see if the camera catches, actually a lock, and that lock is operated with a real key. So now it's locked, now it's unlocked, and that is a real decent key that is simply not mimicked with a hairpin or a paperclip or something. You really need this key. Well, the suspect gets handcuffed, you lock with the key, of course you take it out when you are actually doing that, and when you want to release your suspect, you have to unblock with the key. You have to use the other key, that is normally a simple key like this, and you have to insert that, and you have actually to open the handcuff. That is of course much more secure because you cannot just open it with a paperclip, but it also means that it is much more difficult. You actually have to have two keys, you have to get the right key, you have actually to insert that actually in a lock which is, imagine the situation, all the stress when you are a police officer, have to arrest somebody who is resisting, and you have to mess around with all these keys and things like that. So this is not something you are going to see in daily police work. This is something very special that only in rare situations will be used. Well, then you will say that is all you show this all the video. Yes, this one is new. It's a variation on the safety handcuff that we saw a moment ago. And here you have also two keyholes that are being used with a special key, and you have a simple key. It actually has the pin on the rear side, but the pin is not used at all in this handcuff. I guess they simply order them wholesale like that in China, and you get the pin for free on it attached. I think it's Chinese. Well, how does this work? Also the same as the other one. You close the handcuff, then you have to lock it, and this time then with the actual key. And that is still very new, so it hardly fits. I need to add some oil. And you can, as you see, you can close it. Now it is at the lock position, you cannot move anymore. You want to release your suspect, you have to unlock it with the key, and then to open it with the other key so that the arm can be freed again. What else can we say about this? You see that this has a hinge, not a chain, but a hinge. There are two pins in it where it pivots, so that gives a certain amount of freedom of movement, but only in this direction, and then you don't have any freedom at all. The handcuffs that I am wearing here are, as you can see, they also have a hinge with two pivots. If you take, where did I put them? Here. If you take these, they are from the Spanish brand Halcyon. Then you see they have a hinge, but there is only one point where they are attached to each other, so that you have less freedom when wearing these than when you are wearing these, but even these are already quite restrictive. Well, yes, these are new, by the way. You see that the lock is only on one side. Here you see a how should I say that? A little slot, yes. And on that slot there is a, let me see if the camera catches that. You can see there is an arrow, and that arrow means that you have to put the pin of your key in there and to move in the direction of the arrow to actually lock the handcuffs. And for the rest it is then the same. You need the key to take off the lock. Oh, this is the key of the other one. This is also not the right key. Perhaps you will believe me just like that. You have to turn one way and the other way to unlock and to open the handcuff, just as the other ones. Also new in the collection is these two, also new. These are also made by Halcyon. Very nice quality, actually. You see also with a hinge with two pivots. And this one does not have a slot like the other, it has the pin to the side that we saw earlier, and also the keyholes just on one side. And these are the Alcyon in black. Special here is the chain between the two cups. It's not a classic chain as we saw in the spell and brass ones. This is really a little chain, so to speak. And this is, it reminds me of a bicycle chain, but it is very sturdy, and also this gives, of course, a little bit more freedom of movement than the hinged ones. I'm constantly telling you that I have the keyhole on one side. There is a reason for that. If you manage to get the key, then it is of course simple to open them from this side, because you can reach that. But if the keyhole is on the other side, it is much more difficult when you are handcuffed to get them off, because the keyhole is difficult to reach. And that is why most handcuffs have the keyhole only on one side. Well, those were the new things that I have in my collection. And well, I was happy to share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions or remarks, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I will of course react on any question or remark as far as I am able to do so. For the rest, I hope that you enjoyed it, and that we will perhaps see each other again in a new video some other time. So I say thank you very much for watching, and till the next time, bye.